said, I tried to interview Charles Atlas about kicking sand in the eyes of 98-pound weaklings.
That used to be our #1 hit song.
What?
The only one in the world.
Oh, really? Was that a hit song at one point?
Well, no, but an awful lot of gays thought they were the only one in the world.
Right, and look at them now, right? Take a look. I think this is lovely. No, not the AIDS Memorial, but the deaf mutes. I think it's wonderful. I think gay deaf mutes are so fabulous.
Oh, did you see the contingent of them today?
No, I didn't, but I wish I had.
They came in after we did, and there were hundreds and hundreds of them.
Well, wonderful. I think it's so lovely. Come to Jim. What do you think? What do you think when you see these people? Look at them. Who are they? Who are these people? They're hiding their faces. What are they about? Are they a couple? Are they lovers? I mean, they're dressed alike. What is your reaction as an old-fashioned gay to this?
I'd like to see the face again there.
Right. Because I've seen your stories. I always thought it was so shame that someone of your stature would have to write, you know, Jim Kepner. I've seen them in the sex magazines and all.
But I enjoyed them. They were liberating for me.
They were? So you're just as happy to publish it?
I wrote things I hadn't even done.
But it was so sad to see someone of your talent and your ability.
Did it too.
They're right competing against,
Did it too.
What, he didn't write anything.
Yes, he did. He wrote a lot of them.
Wrote what?
The gay erotic stories.
I didn't know that. What ones? Do you know which ones?
I don't know which ones.
Didn't have his name on it. You had your picture on the cover.
Yeah. And the irony is in one of those two that had my picture on the cover.
Right.
They had an inside picture which was labeled a picture of me.
Yeah.
Which was an enormous compliment. That was not me. I mean, I was never built like that, above or below the belt.
Isn't that a shame that we have to create the mythic creatures? I mean, an unattractive man can't have an exciting sex life. Isn't that sad, really? I think it is. Big festival. Did you know that? Welcome to the festival that I took back from the Christopher Street Festival Commission. This is my festival. They won't tell you that when they go in there. When you see a community group with a decent amount of space, it's because I made it possible with $5,000. They didn't even give me an award. They had awards for people that work down here. I spent $5,000. I risked my life.
This one or an earlier one?
Huh? This was last year. I couldn't believe it.
Jeff Stryker on Webster Wall.
There was a lot of mention of Jeff Stryker.
The kid that's living with me said he'd have sex with Jeff Stryker.
Oh, they mentioned it last night 2 or 3 times. I didn't hear what they were saying.
Makes me sick. Who the hell is this guy? I mean, you know, he's just a hunk, right? Why do we fall down and bow to these fucking phony physical idols? Why don't they worship us, Jim? Look at you. You're a hot number. You feel left out?
Cayenne pepper.
Huh? Kind of a leper?
Cayenne pepper.
What does that mean? Cayenne pepper.
Cayenne is one of the hot red ground peppers.
Oh.
He dumped a little unfairly on Jim Foster.
Pardon me if I take a little sexist shot here. A hot young body. Oh dear. How was it different earlier?
No.
How?
When we had nothing but the bars, when the bars weren't ours, you'd enjoy yourself at a bar for a few weeks, and then next night you go there and there's a guard at the door. We don't want your kind here. So there was always some enterprising queen who'd go dancing down the street, look at every bar, wave at the bartender, and if you didn't get thrown out, that was a gay bar within a half hour.
And that's the way it was in what year?
In the mid-40s, until the police came around for the extra payoffs, and if the owner decided he didn't want to make the payoff, he'd hire a new guard.
What?
I say in most of the West Coast festivals, they won't allow a camcorder in, even though there's special provision.
Oh, really? take little snapshots for the next 20 minutes and see what happens.
Thank God. Thank God. And he'll prepared you for that hangover.
Yeah, now it's like 2 out. She wants to set me up with this guy.
Where?
Check it out. $7 in the store. $7.
That was $5 everywhere. $7?
$7. Donations to us? Hi.
Fine.
Donate to the ARC.
I already have.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
A photograph. I want to get these little. Just so we can sit in the big chair, you and I together, for only $6. How you getting a good response?
Yeah.
I mean, you brought dinners to my lover, my friend who was dying. It was just wonderful. People can't do enough for you. I sell your cups in my store, but I think they're out of them. Do you have any more?
I don't think so, no.
They should have Uplift, the lighting store at Christopher and Hudson. You should make a cup that just has your logo on it.
Yeah.
Because it's very lovely and it would be a very good item. Because people come in, they buy it for any kind of gift at all. I'm sorry that they're not like really buying everything you have there. Because you really, God bless you, even though I'm an atheist. May God bless you for what you're doing.
Our pleasure.
What publication is it called?
DCQ, I guess.
Maybe
DC Queer.
really, that might be for
Originally.
what do you think of this term queer?
I was called that often enough to want to adopt the term.
Right. I think it's disgusting myself. I hate it. I'd rather be a faggot than a queer. Not
Well,
a pansy, but a faggot.
I don't care for either of those.
You don't like faggot either?
No.
Faggot's not so bad. What's the matter with being a big fag? I have a big fag coffee cup.
Oh, inside joke, yes. But I don't want to be called queer on the cover of Time magazine.
Here, I agree. Yeah, what do you think of the Washington Blade?
Love it. Excellent paper.
I think it's the greatest paper in America. I really do. It's fabulous. I'm really glad. Isn't that the guy that started the Advocate that went to the Washington?
Oh, no.
That's not the same Don Michaels?
Dick Michaels died a couple years ago at his sister's house.
Oh, so Don Michaels, the Washington Blade is
Michaels.
different.
No.
Dick Michaels is different than Don Michaels.
Yes,
Oh, then that's my mistake.
No connection. When Dick Michaels sold the Advocate in '75, he had to agree that he would not involve himself in any other gay paper for at least 10 years.
Oh, I didn't know
Because the
that.
payoff was over a 10-year period.
Wow.
Over there is $10.
How do you like the commercialism that's set in here?
It doesn't bug me. A little bit. At the Pennsylvania Hotel, we thought we were going to have a decent display space. And all of the booths went to the commercial place, so we got in a dark hallway where there wasn't room for the display.
What was sweet? The Gay Archives?
The Gay Archives display on the history of the movement before and after Stonewall.
Someone who gets carried away with lust at these places. Lust. Her.
I went back to that Japan booth to see if they had any buttons.
Oh.
They didn't. But they had some very cute guys there.
Give me a reaction to this new wave.
What's your name?
Jim Kepner,
Where are you from?
Los Angeles.
I'm from Canada. When did you?
You know, this is a man that started the Gay Archives in America.
Really?
One of the most famous gay activists in America.
Wow.
It was 1943. Before you were born, I
No,
would
that
hope.
is before I was born. I was born in '56.
Wow.
So,
That much older.
have you heard of the Radical Fairies?
Oh, yes.
Right, we marched with Harry Hay today all day.
Really?
Yes.
No, really? Oh, we'll let you back in. Don't worry.
What are the Radical radical fairies doing?
Harry and I
What
were
is
lovers
this?
for
What
a
is
while,
it?
and
What
we're
is this
still
thing?
sort of
Tell me
happy.
about this.
This is the magic wand.
Yes.
I grew the wood, it's cedar, white cedar,
Right.
and I found the toys in secondhand stores, and I made them out of. This is wool that was grown and spun at Blue Heron Farm, a radical fairies gathering spot,
Right.
and hand dyed,
Right.
and tied, and I just did it all. I got a whole bunch of them
What
over
is that?
here.
Why is it on there? Is it?
It's a magic wand. Okay,
just a magic
this is a magic
wand?
wand for somebody who wants to fly. He's a pilot, and there's a plane.
Oh.
So it's like if you want to fly.
Oh, so if
everyone
you
tells
touch
a
me on the
story.
head, I'll fly, huh?
Yeah.
We marched with Harry Hay today.
Did you?
Yes, we did.
Wow. It's great, isn't it?
Yes, it sure
It's just
is.
great. I'm so
Very
happy.
exciting.
I didn't march. I've got some problems with my legs, so I just thought, like, I don't want to push
think I could
myself.
make it, but I did.
Yeah, I've
In
been doing this.
1947 and 48,
Yeah.
I marched here
Wow.
in the May Day parade 2 or 3
Wow.
times. And twice I turned to someone I knew was gay, but we had never dared discuss it, and asked, do you think we could ever do this? Hoping he'd know who I meant to win. And he said, not in 1,000 years.
And look at it today. Look at this. I can wear this. I'm practically nude. I'm wearing wings. I'm like being like exactly who I am. And these people are just laughing. They think it's fabulous. You know?
Wonderful.
You know? And like, I don't know. I just keep on thinking, like, in the next few years, things are radically going to change. Pretty soon, they're teaching, in Canada now, they teach grade 1s that gay is good.
Which province are you in?
Ontario.
And just lost a legal battle?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yeah, but it'll be contested. It's
Wasn't
been
it
an
2
ongoing...
votes that shifted?
Yeah, it
Who that
was.
promised to
It
vote
was.
for it?
Yeah, and the gay community is really quite pissed off about that
Yeah.
because the gay community worked hard to put that party in power, and what they've done to us is we're
I
not
gather
happy
an
about
awful
that.
lot of
Which party betrayed you?
Yeah.
What party betrayed you?
Oh, the vote was a week and a half ago? I'm sorry, what did you say?
What party betrayed you?
The New Democratic Party. They're, Labour. They represent Labour.
It was the most extensive gay law reform anywhere.
Yeah, they
wasn't
were
it?
going to allow gay marriages.
Covering all
No, they were
points.
going to allow gay common law marriages, and they were going to allow gay adoptions, but then they took that out of it, and it still didn't pass up. It was kind of disheartening to come down here, like a few days after that all happened, and I thought, like,
But that's the time you do it.
yeah.
Our
It's
movement
happening.
advances
It's
most
happening.
on setbacks.
Yeah. Well, we've got the sympathy of a lot of other communities now because a lot of us are out to our friends and families and neighbors. People see me and they know I'm a gay man, and I do my gardening in my backyard in my neighborhood just like everybody else does. And they know I'm gay and they don't care.
What do you work for a living?
Well, I'm a systems analyst, but I'm retired now. I have
So young.
Yeah, I have a type of muscular dystrophy which makes my muscles quite weak, so I have to. I was given a pension from my job, but I do a lot of gardening in my backyard, and I'm very active in the fairies, the radical fairies in Ottawa. We have a fairy sanctuary. It's called Amber Fox, and it's in the township of McDonald's Corners in Ontario. It's just this tiny, tiny little farm, and there's land, buildings, sauna, tenting space. It's really quite a beautiful place, and it's a fairy sanctuary. We've got fairy sanctuaries all over North America now.
Do you have a guidebook?
No, we never put together a guidebook.
RFD is
How
almost
do you find it?
RFD's our guidebook, yeah.
RFD.
RFD's our guidebook.
Well, I have to get
This
one
is
then.
fabulous. This is just so fabulous,
Well, I don't know. I mean, the one was very cute, What are they selling? What are they selling? Kink? How kinky? Well, he isn't kinky. This one's much more interesting. But everyone to their own taste.
There, we're mothers who lost our children to AIDS. We're having a march on Washington. And the week before Mother's Day 1995, if there's anybody you know that might be interested, we also run open-ended mother support groups for people whose children are currently ill with AIDS or people that have lost their child with AIDS.
Is that my day?
That's your Randy! Photographing you. How are you? Love you. I hope you're getting a great response, are you?
It's all right. We're doing okay.
Well, great. Fabulous. Get this on the tape. You'll enjoy it.
He had befriended my son Matthew.
Yes?
When Matthew was in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Right. He lived in
And he
New
was
Mexico.
with John
yes.
then, right?
Yes, he's with John now.
Right.
John lost us in the
Okay.
park. We had no keys. We were homeless people in the park for 2 hours.
I had them
Unbelievable.
over for a very vegetarian dinner.
Yeah.
I cooked for 5 hours to get ready for them.
Right.
It was very important to Matthew.
Right.
He loved them.
Yes.
But I want to let them know that Matthew died. I do want to let them know that.
Well, I'll tell him. But I mean, I'll give you my phone number. You can. I mean, I'll talk to him tomorrow. I have to call him when I get back home.
Will you tell him that Matthew Rush's mother would like to get in touch with him?
I sure will.
Matthew Rush's mother.
Well, I don't
okay?
feel free to give out his number, but I will tell him.
Okay, so I
You
have.
want to give me your phone number?
Yeah, please.
But went to that closing show last night. He said that just made up for it all.
Oh, good. I'm glad he enjoyed
After
it.
the march today, he'll have to go right back by bus to Milwaukee. I said, no sightseeing, but I'm sure for him the march was something just incredible.
Just noticed the party. Here, way up in the balcony here, we got a group of people having a good time.
How good is
And
your
over
thing?
here, oh, it's pretty good, 10 to 1 or something. Over here, we got another group having a good time.
They individually. Some. Similar costume, but
Right.
with knickers.
It's amazing, you just don't see this, you know, in normal in normal, everyday life. Isn't it amazing how in one day your people can walk like this and be this way?
Look for those who are blackheads.
Hi, I ruined your picture. So do I.
That was good. It's on my videotape forever and ever.
Hi, hon. Glad to meet you.
Glad to meet you. Happy Gay
Are you
Pride.
having happy gay pride to you? Are you having a good time?
I'm having the fabulous time of my life. Great.
Look at this water. It's enough to make you seasick, isn't it?
Yes, it is, but I prefer the people to the
Keep
water.
that camera on me any longer and you're going to see me get seasick. Where'd they go?
Decided to. All these boys are so cute. I mean, these lovely couples.
We did a couple TV things in church.
This way one day a year. Oh yes, I did. Very sensual movements with a little purple spot on his hip. I sure did. That's a very dramatic picture.
This time.
Why not? I live right over there. I live in those buildings over there, you know. You look awfully limp-wristed. I mean, for a famous, you know, I don't know, Jim. You're losing your whole butch image here. Love seeing people in love, you know? I think it's just so lovely. Oh, really? Pictures or video?
Pictures.
Pictures? Yeah, I think it's so interesting because each couple establishes their own different little identity, right? I mean, to the extent they do it and how they do it, I think it's very interesting.
In places like this, it's the only place you ever see it.
Exactly, right. That's why I want to really, I only have like 3 minutes left. Actually, I have 2.5 minutes left, so.
It's really important to record. Real important.
I think so too. I couldn't agree more.
The minute people realize you're looking at them.
It ruins it. The minute they know that they're on camera, but the minute they don't know they're on camera, it's just these lovely little moments.
Why does it take so long?
Because I have a picture where they arrive on the it looks like a very probably a straight photograph.
Between 300 and 500 now.
Really?
Yeah.
Of antique photos of men together?
Back to the Civil War.
Oh, really? Do you
And
think that?
some of them are straight, and some
Yeah.
of them are definitely gay.
Uh-huh.
The ones that are the most interesting are
You know? I like feminine boys. I really do. I have 1 minute and 13 seconds to go. Anybody could have gotten arrested?
Almost anybody here could have gotten arrested for walking or certainly being dressed
Sell CDs for $5.
to start putting our photo and poster collection in.
You think? Having relationships?
I'm a little concerned with the Randy Stonewall transformer. But this has gone on and I hope it took a long time to get to it because we don't all want the same thing. covering kangaroos. I've got it on ever since. Young cubs, what kind of shit is the psychopath saying about us? Not involved.
Started a lot of people there. A lot of people together. And, a lot of it there.
And then I narrowed it down to the history of and people who were involved in that still around. Then the guy who was an organizer last never sat him down for an interview. Otherwise, it has a footnote in his public management. And that would be Columbus. That was no real continuity. Stories are essentially true. I've checked on several. I found that stories are but it's there are several others going back late, which I'm standing on. But there are books coming out now, except about the ancient Greeks and Oscar Wilde. Open to that. And I really didn't know about that until later. And by today's standards, his movement was ultra-conservative. By today's standards, Hirschfeld's movement was ultra-conservative. But a group that gets overlooked that started a year, well, as they put it, rebuilding ancient Greek culture, with strong emphasis on the male thing that goes along with the community. Well, not many suit and ties out here in Turks. Bill T. Jones dance group. Special interest in a variety of art. The guy I was staying with the first few days,